Hey, folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to our Out of This World World War Wednesday, where we are digging up some classics here. For some reason, I don't know why, but lately, the subscriber Discord has been weirdly obsessed with Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth, a game that was a little bit maligned, and by a little bit, fairly maligned on original release, because the base game, vanilla game, was perhaps felt a little bit lacking. People felt like they were promised an Alpha Centauri redo, which in certain ways it sort of kind of is, but in certain ways it's kind of a reskin of Civ 5 without the sort of charm that Alpha Centauri had. And to be fair, there's a certain amount of rose-colored glasses that go on with Alpha Centauri. The story is fantastic. The leaders and the factions are fantabulous. Some of the gameplay feels a little bit, dated at this point. Some of the mechanics and things like that. Although, don't get me wrong, it's still a really good game. The base game of Beyond Earth felt a little limiting. When they did come out with the expansion for Rising Tide, which not only added some new factions and stuff you'd expect from an expansion, but revamped a lot of things, dramatically changed how diplomacy worked, added a really cool artifact system, I feel like, and I think hybrid affinities were also part of Rising Tide, which added a lot. I think if the game had been, if the original game release had been what it is with Rising Tide, I think this game would have been received much better. But as is, it sort of has been relegated to the, well, this was a bad game, right? Kind of pile of history, which may or may not be fair. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out over here. But yeah, there have been a number of people on the subscriber Discord that have been playing this lately and have been pushing for us to play the game again. And so here we are, baby. I've played a little tiny bit yesterday and some more this morning to try to get reacquainted with the UI and some of the base mechanics, but I haven't really played this in years, I guess. So we're going to be rediscovering this almost as if we were sitting down to a brand new game. And good news, if it's at least halfway decent, it's probably cheap these days. I bet you this comes on deep sales all the time. I actually haven't checked. If we were to take a look at the Steam store, if we can bring it up, let's see, hold on. It's one of these games that has kind of a funny kind of behavior with full screen. If I pull this up, well, there you go. It's currently $9.99 Canuckian, 75% off. Oh, and you can get the bundle. You can get the whole bundle with the expansion for 80% off right now. So yeah, it ain't too pricey these days. The biggest question mostly is it worth your time more than your money? Sometimes that's the case. So I guess we're going to find out together. Now, I'm not hearing anything. Okay, there's some. Do we have music? Well, presumably there will be. There just isn't any right now. Maybe it's because I've been sitting at the main menu for too long. We're going to see how it goes. So yeah, I think we'll probably go and get this running. Autumn sale just started, yeah. And then after the autumn sale ends, there's probably there's about 30 seconds before the winter sale starts for some reason. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, lots of stuff are on sale. One of the things, I want to address, and I don't know if you're here in chat today, but Jim Pratt sent in a tip on Monday, and our Streamlabs pop-ups weren't working on Monday. They're clearly working now, you can see here. So no one hears what he appears, and Jim Pratt, their pop-ups didn't show up properly on stream, so I didn't recognize it. And Jim Pratt had specifically said, you must try Still Wakes the Deep. I want to say that I've just taken a look at that on Steam, and it does look pretty cool. It's by the Chinese Room, the same people who made Amnesia, Machine for Pigs, and different things like that. It's set in the 70s on an oil rig in Scotland. It does sound quite cool, and it might be something that we take a look at some point. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to go and swing back over here. Damn, you even forgot you own this game, 14 hours playtime. Well, Ultra Boo, there we go. Maybe we'll find out. Silverfish, hey, thanks for giving a gift sub to the channel. That's much appreciated. We got a Hype Train level 2 going on right now. Got about a minute left, and nearly at the level 3. We'll see what we can do. Anyway, without further ado, let's start. I'm running, as far as I know, no mods. We're running no mods. It is my understanding that there actually are quite a few good mods for this. I remember back in the day, we would use the colored tech tree and different things. Some of those things that I think we used to run in vanilla, I don't think are as required once Rising Tide came out. Yeah, actually, here's a good question. How many hours do I actually have in the game? 140 hours that I had in Beyond Earth. And to be honest, I think most of it was before Rising Tide came out, because I think we played a fair amount at game release, and then Rising Tide came out, and I'm sure we played it probably there, but I don't think we did a ton. Anyway, single player. We're going to set up game. Jeebus! Kerbal King, thank you very much for the bits, and there you go, getting us to the next level of the hype train as well. Much appreciated. Funny thing with the hype trains is sometimes they get you featured in the front page of the Twitch, and if people start seeing us playing Beyond Earth, there's going to be some really confused people, which is very entertaining. Okay, difficulty-wise, so Mercury is the normal. I figure we can, even though we're kind of out of practice, we can probably go a couple levels up above that, so we're going to go to Gemini difficulty over here. I believe we were beating the game on Apollo, but I don't think I've got any chance to do that. So we're going to try Gemini. We might get our butts kicked, or we might Ralph will stomp it. I think the thing will be either we'll lose quite early or we'll crush late. Is entirely possible. Hey, Green Elite.
My birthday. You shouldn't have. I replayed CIVBEA a couple months ago and enjoyed it as a Civ 7 appetizer.
You did mention that. I think I saw that on Discord. Happy birthday, Green Elite. Happy birthday. We're going to play on standards, pace, standard planet size. And then who are we going to play as? These factions, I think when we look at Civ 5 and especially Civ 6, or even Alpha Centauri, I think the factions felt extraordinarily transformative. Here, I don't know if they feel as much. I did my little practice game this morning. I left it on random, and I got Alphala, which honestly, I'm not sure is terribly exciting. These city development projects I don't really run very much. North Sea Alliance for Pirates, make Planetfall at Sea is certainly a possibility. Free Virtues, these are like culture picks every now and again is always strong. I think Polystrasia is insanely strong. I kind of like the Kavithan Protectorate, just for your cities expand a little bit faster. Your brother says Franco Iberia is OP. I mean, it's just straight up good. So, we get an extra virtue every 10 virtues we unlock, which will likely generate, over the course of the game, maybe 2 extra virtues, which is worth quite a lot. It's whiskey and chocolate. It's whiskey and chocolate.
Any plans for a new Vicky 3 run? I learned so much from your videos, smiley face.
I do want to play more Vicky 3, especially the new India expansion thing that came out. Looks really good. 100% there will be more Vicky 3. Not in the current plan because we've got a bunch of stuff going on, but yeah, we'll see. Did I see your cheer? Oh, I may have missed it. I'm so sorry, Kyrad. We could just leave it on random and see what we get. I think a poll might just take too long. I think the African Union is quite good. I mean, just flat out more growth when healthy. Although getting the healthiness, there's like in the mid game can be a little tricky, but I think it's okay. Specialists produce extra yields, got to be good. You know what? Screw it. Let's just random. It's fine. Let's just random this. See what we get. Now, then we got to choose our initial colonists. These are interesting because this is a flat out bonus in every single city. Now, obviously, science sounds really good in most of these games. However, I got to say, I think engineers might be the strongest. That production early on has got to be really good to get out the first few things we want. I think it's hard to argue. I think engineers is really, really, really strong. And then for vision, I'm almost sort of spoiling it again. So our spacecraft bit will give us an extra little bonus. So we could start with a little extra energy. We could reveal where the alien nests are. They're sort of kind of like barbarian encampments, but not really. Retrograde thrusters to choose a little bit more about our starting area. A lot of times I don't feel like this matters that much. It is kind of nice. Reveal of coast gives you a good outline of things. I wonder about tectonic scanners so that we can for sure place our first few cities in places that guarantee some of these early resources. Because normally you need a tech to reveal these, and I think also to work them. I think tectonic scanners doesn't necessarily let us work these, but it lets us plan the early cities immediately. I think tectonic scanners, coastal surveyor, I think those are very popular picks that are pretty solid. I think the Alien Nest might be a pretty strong pick as well. I think I'm just going to go for Tectonic Scanner. We'll get a little bit more information a little bit, but I think they're all valid, and I think throwing a random on this is also a good way for replayability. And then choose cargo. What do we start with in our initial city? I don't think that starting with a soldier unit immediately is that big of a deal. A worker might be nice. A free clinic building's not bad. I think it gives you health and science. The pioneering technology is, I think, the one that lets you set up colonists. I mean, we could also just research that fast, which is fine. And +1 pop can often be really good. I don't know. I'd leave it random, but I really don't want to start with a soldier. Mm-hmm. Oh, on the previous crit, you think that 100 energy is the weakest? I suspect that might be true, yeah. Over here, I think there's a lot of incentives for a few different things that is kind of hard to pick. I'm kind of leaning towards starting with the clinic, or maybe just starting with an extra pop. Ooh, complete hype chest. There you go. 80% chance to not hit soldier. Yeah, we could go with a worker. I mean, obviously we can just build a worker right away, but I think we don't want to do that. I think what we want in this game, we want to start with, I think this is a game where spamming a lot of explorers early is really good. It's actually not something I tend to do in a lot of the other Civ games, mostly because we play on higher difficulties and we might just lose. But I think here, starting on explorer spam is good, which might delay the worker. And so that might be quite nice. I think I like this. Done. Machinery. And then we choose the planets. I mean, they get random names, and then basically what we're choosing here is continental versus Pangea versus island map. There's some other settings we can do, but I think I'm just going to go with the continental world over here, primordial Terran world. Also, yeah, I guess the words primordial and frigid and lush also changes some landscape, so we're going to go primordial Terran world over here just to get some continents. And yeah, planet McPlanet face. Exactly. Done. And start. Text isn't quite aligned in the right area over here. I don't think everything was designed for 1080p resolution. Is Zephon on your radar now? I can't say that it is. I don't think I've heard this. We may have to adjust the volumes once again, but we'll see.
Hello, I am the Advanced Integration and Simulation Resource, or Advisor. I am equipped to introduce you to the basic systems that...
I think we're going to leave this on. We're going to say we're new to Beyond Earth,
I can provide
and we're going to say advice only. But we'll go ahead and get a little bit of feedback from that.
Select a suitable location for our people to make planetfall.
Are we doing an aquatic start? I thought it said... Are we the North Sea Alliance? Did we North Sea Alliance? Are we starting in the ocean? Alright, well... I don't think we want to start on the eggs, because I think it'll remove the eggs as a resource. That might be the same on the algae. And so we could start here. Either way, we're going to have in our initial radius the 2 food, 1 production tile. So I don't know if it matters too much. I'm going to say here. Yeah, city on spot, resource gone. All right. Do you need me to bring the game sounds down? I was going to say, I don't think we're the Vikings. I was pretty sure I saw something on the loading screen about ours being Changsu. I think we just randomly ended up starting in the ocean, but we're not actually starting as the Vikings. So yeah, that's who we are. Do we get a backstory in-game? Oh, probably the Civilopedia, right? Unit upgrades, buildings, wonders, virtues, covert ops, sponsors and leaders. Changsu. Oh, are we all about spies? Like any clandestine organization, the Changsu entity is the frequent target of conspiracy theorists and political demagogues. As the agency does not have a public face, it is often under scrutiny from the international bodies such as the UN+S and Blue Planet Peace. Rumors include everything from Illuminati-like secret society to anti-PAC terrorists. Spokespeople for Changsu claim it is simply a semi-public defense consulting enterprise. Reality of the matter is somewhere in between. Ooh. Yeah, I think we'll bring down the game sounds just a scooch. All right. So that's us, and then our leader is Han Jae-moon. So we start with a 1 free covert agent. Each successful covert operation in a Ferengi city rewards 10 signs per agent rank. Well, that's very cool. Okay, let's... Options, audio. Let's bring down the music, sound effects, ambiance. We'll leave the speech up for now, and then we'll see how that all feels. And then I might just go and boost my own mic input just a bit. Okay. So how do we play the game? Anyway, so we did start with a worker. I think we always start with an explorer. And if we go over here, I do have expedition sites visible, so we'll be able to keep an eye out on them. But mostly, I think we want to find goody huts first. So there are two different things you can do with your explorers. You can pop your standard goody huts. I think, are they called resource pods in here? And then you get an immediate benefit. But then there'll also be expedition sites that you can go and you spend, I don't know, like 5 turns exploring it, and you get some rewards from that as well. But your explorer does have a limited number of charges for that, although we will probably be getting more charges through a variety of different things. Let's go and just move south. So, oh, and we could pop up the resource icons over here, and we'll probably spend some time toggling these kind of on and off for different situations. But for now, let's do that. Now, we did reveal oil right. Oh, okay. So we must be near the South Pole. Fair, fine, cool, groovy. And I think I can't. So the eggs, I think, get improved by a nest. Let's see here. We're going to be looking up the Cyclopedia quite a bit. The eggs get improved by a bed. Do we need a tech for this? Culture from eggs. Production from shells. I don't see anything. So I'm thinking that might be good. It's suggesting right now that we build a generator on this tile, which does give a lot of energy. That's fair, but clearly we're going to be working one of these 2 tiles. How about algae? Or algae, if you prefer. I mean, really, it's spelled alga. But, you know, work barge found on coast. Work barge. Again, I don't see any reference to any tech required. So I think we're going to do that. Is there a unit designer? No. Alpha Centauri, of course, famously had a unit designer, which is very cool, although arguably, how strong of a game feature is it versus not or whatever? This doesn't have that, but it does have an interesting system whereby we can upgrade units based on our affinities. So the soldier over here, as we develop affinities, can be upgraded in different directions. So there both isn't and is a unit designer. Yeah, we'll take a look at the tech tree as well. But okay, I'm going to move down here. Yeah, we can build this immediately. Okay, so this will be a decent tile for us to work. I mean, maybe I should have done the algae first and improved it for whatever. Maybe, I can't remember what the algae was offering us. Extra food. That might have been better to do than the extra culture, but so be it. All right. Select a project. Oh yeah, because we've got a spy immediately. So as far as I understand it, what we're picking here is we're picking what benefit our domestic spies will give us. I mean, it says that headquarters, or is that just unassigned spies completely? But yeah, we could have extra like city defensive strength. We can get extra production for wonders. We can get extra health. We can lower the risk of covert agents doing an operation for each agent in headquarters, or we can increase the chance of operation success for each agent in headquarters. I don't know. Let's pick the thing to lower risk. I think we can change this. Because, yeah, we have an agent over here, but this agent in the headquarters, there we go. So this agent is currently doing headquarter things. The other thing we can do is assign it to a city. Apparently we can also assign it to acquire some of these resources, which I don't remember being a thing previously in vanilla. So again, sometimes you got screwed by not having enough of a resource. I could go and put them in my capital, which will, I think, mostly be used to defend the city, but I don't think there's any reason for us to do that right now. So I don't think the spy is doing anything for us really until we find a foreign city, in which case we'll spy out the heck out of them, is I think what the idea is going to be. Okay. We're going to choose our production in our city over here. So we are going to, I think, want to spam quite a few explorers to go and pop a bunch of goody huts, which are going to be great. I am thinking about getting the Old Earth relic first, which gives us 2 culture, and 2 domestic, 2 diplomatic capital. For some reason, I thought that it gave us culture and science. Still, we're only making 1 culture per turn right now, and getting these virtues going, I think, is pretty important. So I think it's kind of a bit of a coin flip between immediately starting on the explorers, or maybe even patrol boats, because we're at sea, versus the Old Earth relic. Maybe the patrol boat, do we need to clear aliens? I mean, it can also do some early exploration. I don't know. It might be worth just doing this. It's also fairly quick. This will reveal a lot of the map very fast. I think I'm going to do the patrol boat and use it as a scouting unit and then allowing the explorer to focus on just focusing this. Yes, we can also move the city. So one of the crazy things with the aquatic cities here is that you can move the city because your, which might be one of the reasons to not go for an old earth relic as much in our ocean city here, because normally the borders expand with culture, except aquatic cities don't do that. You can still buy tiles. I can still purchase tiles with energy, or we can just move the whole city. And any city set tiles we already had claimed stay claimed, but then moving the city will do that. It might be a little tricky with some of these resources here, although I could see us maybe moving one tile to the east at some point, which will claim these eggs, and then these tiles over here we might just buy with energy. Ocean cities get higher culture output. Oh, that's neat. I think they're also really good for trade. So here's the tech web in the game. It is a whole different kind of beast from other Civ games. So we start with habitation. We've already got this unlocked, and then we can go in different ways. And there are, I think they're called branch techs versus leaf techs. So for example, we don't research alien life forms or genetic mapping directly. What we do is we research to genetics, and once we have genetics unlocked, we can then research these leafs over here, which don't progress us further into the tech tree, but still develop additional things. We've got habitation. I think we want to research pioneering basically right away because this is what gives us the colonist stuff. Yes, we are going to rename cities after people, for sure. It also gives us the trade depot, which is huge to start up trade routes, which is all very powerful. So I think starting with pioneering right away is going to be really good. So I think that's the direction we're going to do. There's also these little color things on each of these texts, which leads to certain affinities, which we'll look at when we get a little bit further. But yeah, let's immediately rename our capital. There it is. So if I pull up the rewards queue, name in game, first capital is going to be Fletcher Reed. Can I paste into here? No, I cannot. Fletcher Reed. I mean, it's got Reed in the name. Good name for an aquatic city, perhaps? Right? Okay. Okay, so we're going to go in next turn. And everyone's got a score of 0. Wow, they must be doing really, really badly. So interesting thing about this game is we are the first to land on this planet. Other people will start to land on future turns. I don't know how it balances it. It gives them extra stuff to start off with, to balance the fact that they arrive later. Which is kind of interesting. Well, I guess I'll just head east. Oh, there we go. There's our first resource pod. We've also got an alien hydrocoral over here. I don't think they move around. I think they can be defeated, but I don't think they move. Oh, there's a bigger one here too. Oh, there's a progenitor device. Use an explorer unit, build an expedition here. Okay, we'll be doing... I think we'll prioritize on getting these pods first, and then we'll do the expeditions afterwards. Now, we'll have to decide if we're fighting the aliens or not. Yeah, it's Retro Wednesdays. Yes, it's not Retro Thursdays. Or Throwback Thursdays. Gifts from home. Our sponsor had the foresight to send resource pods ahead of our expedition to be waiting when we arrived. Parts to a large research instrument have been found in this pod. The other pieces are probably around here somewhere. So we get a little mini quest. Find 2 resource pods. Resource pod search, this one here. Ah, we got a free solar collector. Awesome. So let's keep moving. I'm going to ignore this expedition site for now. So we've got our first little orbital unit that we got for free over here. So we can launch this, and what it will do is it will give each tile +1 energy. So we can launch in a few different places, but we're going to center this one on the city. They have a limited lifespan as well, and then they start to fall down. Hydrocoral spreads slowly. The problems are the big ones, I think, are called Leviathans. Okay. Again, I haven't played this in so long. If you've got some, these sorts of info dumps as we do things, we may not want obsessive backseating, but we certainly want info so that we can make informed choices. So I'll center it on the city. So unless I'm wrong, and I am never wrong, what this means is that each one of our tiles over here now generates an extra energy. Hey, cool, groovy, love it. All right. Like that. And yeah, we probably will want to think about what affinity we might aim for, because that'll inform some of our tech choices. There we go. Turn 3. Someone has just landed. I don't think we know who yet. Some unmet player, and they already have a bigger score than us. Oh, we're already losing. God. All right. So we've gone and finished that, which probably means, I was going to say, the auto builder has moved over here. Again, I suspect it may have been better to set up on our algae farm over here for extra food to grow the city faster, but you know what? We did the move. We're going to move over here. It's weird that it's not a recommended tile. They're like, hey, build these generators over here. Okay, but what about Probably the farm. Interesting, I can build a barge here for extra energy. Or the generator, but I think the farm. I think the extra food is going to be better. So we'll do that. And... ooh, what do we have here? Ooh, some geothermal resources. Nice. Okay, another expedition that could be built here. National security project's been activated. Oh yeah, for our spies. Okay, good. This music is so dramatic.
You have an aquatic city that is able to move. Moving water cities allows them to claim the plots adjacent to their new location and is the primary way to expand water territory. You should try moving your city towards valuable terrain or resources.
Did Algae say work barge? Oh, maybe it did. Hold on. Improved by work barge. Okay, hold on. Then I'm confused because the work barge says it's +1 energy. Would this give me +1 energy and +1 food? Oh, hold on. The algae just gives us +1 food on that tile, period. That's it. That's all. It can have a work barge on it, which generates +1 algae. Okay. So I can't build the work barge presumably just everywhere. The question is, why would I build the work barge, which is worth +1 food? Or sorry, +1 energy, when I could also build the generator, which is +2 energy? Or the farm, which is +1 food, which certainly seems very strong. Or you think it'll get bonuses from tech later? Maybe we'll end up replacing it. Oh, it also counts you having the resource. Oh, is algae a resource that does things? Oh, the generator might remove the algae. Okay, so we'd lose the built-in food from this. I mean, I guess I can put the work barge because it is something that is unique to this. I know, let's do that. The tech tree does have some various searches. I don't know. Oh, there you go. Alien adaptation gives extra food from work barges, and tissue engineering gets +1 science to it. On the other hand, there might be some things that boost farms. And yeah. So I don't know, man. You know what? We'll build the work barge because we can. And yeah, if it gives us access to algae as a resource, but it's not one of these resources though. Maybe it gives health? I don't know. We'll build the work barge and see what it does. But I'm thinking it's a little weird.
Something strange nearby. It could be a ruin, some sort of wreckage, or perhaps alien in nature.
All right. Yep. Thank you. We know about expedition sites. That's fine. Which again, I'm not going to do quite yet because it does eat a lot of time. A lot of aliens. There you go. I really want to find these resource pods. And we got an alien nearby, an alien Makara. Now, we could shoot it, but I don't think we need to, because I don't think these are hostile right now. I mean, they're in our borders. They are denying trade. I mean, we're not going to have any hope of killing this thing anytime soon. What if it goes and start tearing up our improvements? I don't think it will, though. Kind of feel like they might be okay. So we're not going to attack them currently. All right, we built the one patrol boat. I'm going to plop out like a couple more explorers here. Pop this goodie hut. Whoa, that's a lot of stuff over here. Inside the resource pod, you found a collection of goods and luxuries from old Earth your people never thought they would see again. These rally and refocus your people, providing 20 culture, which is enough for a virtue. Also, we found a Jowler Ball field set. Basic set of equipment for the Forgotten Earth sport Jowler Ball. This game was invented when rising sea levels forced low-lying islands to rethink both the use of space as well as the dependency on dry land. Incorporating elements of rugby and cricket, the sport was considered a niche pastime until global climate change impacted larger urban areas. Huh. So we can go and burn an artifact immediately. This one will give us 48 culture. I mean, which ain't bad because it'll probably lead to another virtue unlock, which we're going to look at in a second. On the other hand, if we wait until we get a set of 3, in addition to burning them for all their value, we will also unlock possibly a passive bonus or I think a world wonder. So it's a question of how important is it for us to get this benefit immediately, which has snowball potential, versus getting the maximum benefit out of things. So I'm thinking about not burning it now, but it's interesting to consider. Let's take a look at the virtues page over here. This is something that actually this game did really quite interestingly well. It's very reminiscent of the civic system from Civ 5. But first of all, there's not as many. There's just the 4 categories here. But there's this interesting combination where, let's say we focus a bunch on, say, knowledge. Everyone likes knowledge, right? When we research 5 of these, when we unlock 5 virtues in knowledge, we unlock this tier, the synergy bonus, and we get plus 10% culture in every city. If we get a total of 10 in the knowledge thing, then we get plus 10% science. And then if we get 15 in here, then we get 1 free technology. That's quite cool. But then there's also another synergy bonus here, where if we unlock 5 tier 1 virtues, no matter what category it's in, we unlock 5 tier 1s, we get an extra free virtue, which is what these virtues are. If we unlock, that looks like an extra 4 there. Actually, that might be 6 and then 4. Squint, I'm having the squint, it's a little hard. We get the synergy bonus. So you get benefits from both concentrating in a field and also spreading it out is also fine, which is kind of nifty. Now, obviously we all love tech, so knowledge is like kind of interesting. If we have positive health, which currently are, then we get 10% more science. We go over here. Hey, science from finishing expeditions. Good reason to maybe delay expeditions a little bit until we get this to get the free tech. Each city generates more culture or more science for their population. Over here, we get extra culture based on our net health, which is a little hard to come by a very high health at this stage in the game, I'm going to suggest. And that would lead to applied meta sociology, which I don't know if we terribly need that much. So we might actually just go down the left-hand side, for example, and pick up some things. So I can see us doing knowledge. However, I think early on, prosperity is the way to go, because what we get here is we retain a little bit of food after our population grows. Not much, but it's sort of a very lightweight granary. Over here, we get a free worker unit. Over here, we can get a free colonist unit. Hey. Speed towards outpost growth, speed for tile improvements. Here, and this is really quite potent, our explorers get 3 additional expeditions. Instead of just being able to do 1 expedition, they'll each be able to do 4 expeditions, which is going to be a massive amount. And I think that's kind of where we want to go. The only way to get here is to take the workforce initiative. So I think what we do is we take frugality, which honestly isn't going to do that much right now. But then we pick up workforce initiative, which is going to be amazeballs. And then we're going to go to Pathfinder. After that, we could consider still picking up homesteading, which is fine, into colony initiative. But I'm thinking after that, we go into knowledge and we work towards the field research. And that's when we start working expeditions. But I think I like the idea of the free worker. And then we want lots of expedition charges before we start doing expedition. Although I suppose we could go and do this first, use the 1 charge, and then get extra charges. That's also fine. But I think I want to get the free worker first. Wait, explorers can get their expedition charges back by returning to the city? Oh, really? So it's mostly just a convenience sort of thing. Still, I think I like the idea of going down here for the free worker. I could see if there's any option for UI scaling. The text is, I can see how that would be a little small on stream, especially if you're watching on your phone. And some expeditions are very far away and we don't want to constantly return home. I would be surprised if this game had UI scaling. Yeah, no. It's just slightly different era, I think. Oh, someone else is arriving. They're landing on this 1 patch of land. Okay. We can go and meet them quite quickly. Honestly, this patrol boat could really be put on auto explore. Because all they need to do is reveal some map, and that's going to be okay. I'm wondering about going over here and just meeting our neighbor. And then we could deploy a spy over there too.
Come, Mr. Haban. The Commonwealth welcomes you.
Commonwealth of the Pacific. Sup, bro? How's it going? Okay, we'll take a look at the diplomacy screen in a second. Oh, someone else landing this turn. All right. All right, so diplomacy. So there's us. Now, we earn something called diplomatic capital. We can use this to set up deals. The other interesting thing about it, though, is we can actually level up our character traits. So our character has this trait built in automatically, which is the free covert agent. Successful mission gives us more. It gives us some science per rank, which is cool. We could level this up, which will just make us get extra science per rank and then an extra agent over here and more science. It also unlocks some agreements that we can do with other people. And this is kind of cool. This is one of the areas where you really differentiate, I would say, your faction, maybe in more ways than just the base faction itself. There are deals that we can make that other people can't make, right? We can make with them, which is kind of nifty. Now, potential agreements you received. Is this just deals they can make with us? Or can we also do it the other way? It's also possible. I don't know. We'll have to see what the screen is, but he does that. But the other thing we can do with our political capital is we'll be able to go, I guess we can't even look at what the options are right now, which is too bad, but we'll be able to add up to 4 different traits over here, which will have passive bonuses, but also unlock more details that we can lock in here. I know agreements are one way. I just can't remember if like, well, I guess we could take a quick look. If I went, oops, let me come back. No, that's the wrong button. This, yeah, diplomacy. If I come over here, discuss potential agreements. Yeah, there you go. I think my having that trait enables them to offer me that deal where they're getting the extra science. What they'll have to do for it, they'll have to pay me tons of diplomatic capital each turn to do it. But yeah, I'm not picking what deals I think I can unlock for myself because I didn't unlock the tax haven or the market deregulation. That's presumably what this guy's traits enable. So I could do this. I would get this benefit. I get a free trade route in my capital. But it would cost me 75 diplomatic capital up front and 9 per turn, which would be paid to him, is I think how the system goes, which is kind of neat. We can also change our relationship over here, but we're not going to do that quite yet. Since this is so close to him, it might be worth digging up one of these expeditions. Now, one is sort of Occupado. So I think I will go and pop this expedition right now. I don't know how aggressive the AI is in terms of claiming them. Oh, and we wouldn't get the bonus science right now, but it still might be worthwhile just not to lose it. I don't know. I don't know how much we have to worry about him. He does have an expedition coming in. What if this stuff expands over here and becomes annoying? You know what? I'm going to dig it up. Done. Done, done, done. And yeah, we could still go and do a bombard over here on the alien, but we're going to let them be for the moment. It does take a while before they get properly pissed, but I think it's still a good idea. More people are, I think, about to land over here if this one's lit up. Process and turn for player 4. 5? No, maybe not. It's amazing that despite the game's age, it still takes a little while to process the turns. We got Pop 2. We're working both these tiles. Hey, cool, groovy, lovely. And so we can move over here, and yeah, we can build more farms. We can build these generators. It's interesting, it changed its recommendation from a generator to a farm. I feel like we should probably wait towards farms with the idea of more food, more growth, more better, more people. Oh, that's an interesting idea. We could consider sacking the relic so we can rush 2 levels in science. So, okay, we can develop a virtue now. What? I could go and pop foresight, and then if I sacrifice the relic, I'll probably be able to go and get another trait, and we could get the field research, which right now is worth quite a few turns worth of tech for that expedition finishing. Maybe we'll do that. I do want the free worker, but let's delay it. Let's pick up foresight now. Get, extra science in our cities, sure. And yeah, let's go and consume this artifact for the culture. And we'll pick up the field research so we get science from completed expeditions because we're about to complete one, and then we'll benefit from that. Artifacts are a bit rare, and I do want to get the triple sets, but maybe the early game jump is going to be worthwhile. Oh, that's a good point. Hold on. Hey, quest complete. Cool. Oh, we got a drone hive mine, a pristine one. So I'm not going to consume this right away, although it's quite nice. Yeah, that's a good point. I was thinking of probably moving the city one step to the east, and so this improvement will get eaten. On the other hand, I think I'm still going to build this improvement now because it's got a production token on it. I think I'm going to be happy to work this. Even though we're going to probably squash it later, I think it's okay. I think it's worthwhile. Yeah, triple sets give permanent bonuses. They can either unlock a wonder for you, or they can give you a passive bonus, which can be quite strong. Okay, beating Heart of Society, quest decision. News from the capital. Activists calling themselves a private militia have made a citizen's arrest. The criminal in question, a professional biologist by the name of Pierre Petrillo. To the activists, a rogue researcher tampering with a dangerous Ferengi substance. His story, a simple scientist experimenting with miasma in the privacy of his own residence. Petrillo claims he was learning more about the substance in an attempt to negate its harmful effects for colonists in the field. The militia's stated goal, however, is to prevent activity which could endanger citizens on the new colony. They claim the scientist was using his own body for experimentation. The group destroyed all volatile materials as part of their arrest and has brought the scientist to the doors of a local prison. We could just move north, that's true. So, we're going to make some decisions here, which is going to lead us towards a certain decision, a certain direction for our affinities over here. Now, this game, there are three major affinities. The harmony affinity says the belief in and practice of adapting to the alien environment rather than vice versa. The purity affinity is the conservation of human nature and the belief that human embodiment is the ideal form of humanity. Or the supremacy affinity is the evolution of humanity to an elevated existence in capacity, thought, and order. So this is like the cyborg up kind of thing. This is the humanity first kind of thing. And this is the sort of alien hippie kind of thing. Not exactly. It's not, I mean, it's not as strong as like Lady Deidre Sky, but there's some funky stuff over here. Hybrid affinities were not in the base game, as far as I know. So that does open up some interesting possibilities. We can preview the bonuses. So like for example, if we go through Harmony, then our trade routes can go through Miasma. Each improved Xenomass tiles produces more resources. We take no damage from Miasma, etc., etc. And then each one of these has a victory condition when you get to 15 points. Purity, we are really good at attacking aliens, for example. Supremacy, explorers can build an extra expedition. Cool. Orbital coverage is better. Cheaper units, more production from nodes, and then yeah, the little victory thing. Each one of these is linked to a particular type of resource that is most important in this victory condition. And then, yeah, we get these hybrid ones, which I don't know as much, but we'll probably end up picking up a few points in a few of the other things anyway. So these first couple of levels are probably auto are probably going to happen. I don't know if we're going to aim for this in one way versus the other. Cult of the Planet. I mean, the Cult of the Planet from the Alien Crossfire expansion to Alien Centauri were kind of funky. We could go with that kind of vibe in a little bit of a thing. So I don't know. I mean, it's so early that like, I don't know where we might go. We do have a little bit of vision of some of these resources, right? If we pull up these resource icons, titanium is used for all kinds of things, which is amazing. Yeah, because I think over here, petroleum, geothermal, and titanium are useful resources for a lot of different base construction. And then Xenomass, Floatstone, and Feraxite, I believe, is the affinity type of stuff. And I guess we don't reveal that yet. So we really don't know what we're going to have access to. And again, whatever decision we make now isn't necessary. Oh no, there's Xenomass over there and there. Huh. Oh, and Floatstone. I don't see any Feraxite in our immediate area. But it does make me wonder about maybe we will end up going Harmony because we know there's some Xenomass over here at the very least. Orange is Feraxite, yeah, but this orange is geothermal. The Feraxite is sort of like spiky red crystals, which I don't think we have any in our vision right now. Okay, let's start off with a little bit of Harmony. We didn't instantly attack the aliens. Let's free the scientist, continue to Harmony for now. We'll probably, we're not locking ourselves in any way whatsoever right now. News update. Innocent scientist released. The scientist in question was freed as government opposition to this new private militia intensifies. A government spokesperson had the following remarks. It's not the role of civilians to take the law into their own hands. The scientist's potentially valuable work has been destroyed illegally, and the military will restore order immediately. We've got a quest here to build a patrol boat unit in Fletcher Reed. Okay. So we might do that. And we got a little bit of a quest log over here. Cool. Groovy. It's like all the things on the planet, gotta know what they taste like so you know how to use them this way. I mean, that is the geologist's way, right? Let's hide these resource icons for the moment. Although, yeah, I can see us moving northeast, which will bring the plankton into our immediate radius, and then later we can move to the east and pick up the titanium, which actually wouldn't be bad. I'm assuming these cities, just like in Civ 5, have a range of 3. So from here, 1, 2, 3, wouldn't reach this coral, but would reach everything else, and I think we'll probably plant a city over here. I kind of like that as a movement pattern. Up and here, and then we might buy some stuff to complete this, but okay. I kind of like it. Next turn. Expedition complete. Salvage the wreckage of a trash satellite of some kind. It was relatively intact after falling from orbit, resulting in many useful scrap materials. Give your city of Fletcher a boost of 80 production. Also, quest objective received. Research has completed. We can now construct the mobile machinery needed to found an outpost. Okay. Okay.
The universe is either in progress or in entropy. We choose progress.
Okay. So, we can build colonists, we can build trade convoys and trade depots. And we've got an explorer over here, which is great. I don't suppose you found any goodie huts over here, my little exploration ship, huh? No, we've got some more expeditions. And I mean, the thing is, we did go ahead and unlock the tech boost. Maybe, I don't know. You know what? No, I'm going to send this one straight north to reveal what's over there. And yeah, you're done with your expedition modules. So I might just go and put you on auto explore. Here's a question for people who've been playing this game. Is there a place where we can find all of our military units? I mean, this is just our upgrade thing. Like, if I put you on auto explore, how do I find you later to cancel that when I want to bring you home and replenish your expedition modules? Oh, right. We should move our spy. Thank you. Because right now, I feel like I could put this guy on auto-explore, because all he'll do is explore the fog of war, and if he finds a resource pod, he'll pop it. He can't screw up. I think on auto-explore, I think they will also do expeditions, which I don't necessarily want them to do before, but, I guess we'll do this. Is the military below your head on the bottom right? I don't think so. Here. If I move, we've got a number of icons. I think I'll move my head back. Maybe this is a good place. Maybe we'll leave it here for a sec. Our icons down here that we've got are the diplomacy screen, right? This one over here. The virtue screen, which is this, even though we can also access that by clicking here, but sure. Our covert ops, our upgrade units, which again, lets me choose the unit upgrade, but not necessarily just find them as far as I know. There's quests and victories. There's the orbital view toggle. And there's artifacts. There's also this little plus for extra information, but... Oh, there is a military overview screen. Hold on, there it is. Okay. Because I didn't remember seeing that, but... Yes, okay. I will be able to click on you and then cancel this behavior later. Perfect. Okay. All right, we'll leave our head here and see what it does. Because I did look at this before, but I may have been looking for something else at the time. Oh, I remember what I would click this plus looking for is when I was looking for this. To figure out where to toggle yield icons and resource icons. I went looking and didn't find it, so I had it in my head that the plus was pointless, especially since it's got some extra duplication like technology web. Well, I can get there somewhere else. Anyway, choose production. We're still going to want these, but yeah, I think a few more explorers is going to be a great thing for us. I don't know if we need planetary survey right now, although this is required to allow our ocean cities to move onto ocean tiles. Right now we can only do coast, so we really need it for more flexibility. We can also build the thermohaline rudder, which gives us science and makes it cheaper / faster to move our cities, and that will be very good. I don't know if we need it immediately. What else could we do? Well, normally we might be highly incentivized to pick up something like chemistry, for example, which would reveal petroleum on the map, for example. But we can already see that. Although this gives us the ability to work petroleum, which might have a huge amount of value. That is an interesting idea. Unlock submarines, laboratories, the recycler. We'd have to buy the tile over here, but we have some money and we'll probably use it to buy some tiles early on. I could see ourselves buying this petroleum tile and then working on it. So that might be of good value. Why beyond Earth? Because Earth is a bad place to be. Because we're tired of Earth, need something fresh. I think biochemistry has something really important there. Biochemistry, what do you get? We get the Xenosiren, tracks nearby alien units to the affected area. Okay, water refinery. +1 production from water tiles. Oh. And petrochemical plant, bonus production from petroleum resources worked by the city. Honestly, chemistry into biochemistry might make some sense, although this is quite expensive. We might need to pick up some more tech along the way. Computing's quite expensive right now. If we look, okay, let's say we just look at the branches for the moment, because they're a little cheaper and we might have to wait a little bit. Pharma lab for health, cyto nursery for some science and health, ecology vivarium for food, plus bonus to desert tiles, ultrasonic fence for defending ourselves against alien units. And in particular, the first time you build a building in this game, you're giving a choice of a couple of different upgrades for this building. I don't know if it's listed in here. Yeah, so there's a lot of, actually, there's some hidden stuff that's not obvious. When you build the ultrasonic fence, you're given the option of either, I believe, increasing the range that this operates, or making your trade units immune to being attacked by aliens, which might not matter if we go Harmony, but is insanely good. Although I don't know that we need it immediately, for example. Engineering would, well, again, we don't need it to reveal titanium, we have it. You know what, I kind of like the idea. Let's go chemistry. Unless I pick up planetary survey first, because it'll give us more movement options. In particular, I think I'm talking about moving, yeah, when I move the city, I actually will want to move to the ocean. And then we could also move faster and have the tech if we build this. This also gives us tech. It's a lot cheaper. The laboratory is 2 science for 80 production versus a 210. I think we grabbed chemistry first. Let's do that. All right. Dun, 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 dun. We've reached population 3. We're working this tile, which will soon get improved as well with the farm, which I'm totally cool with. Next turn. Okay, one more explorer. I wouldn't mind getting a trade depot and setting up a trade thing, which would be kind of nice. I mean, we could also just do a colonist right now and start expanding. Like, I wonder about just some basics for, you know... Okay, the Old Earth Relic is really good to continue to get these virtues. Yeah, ocean cities don't grow their borders automatically, yep. I wonder if an Old Earth Relic, and then maybe we go into colonists. And yeah, I don't feeling the need to buy a tile right now, because none of these tiles at the moment would be a better one to work than what we've got. Actually, that's not true. The eggs would actually be pretty good. Oh yeah, there's a quest for the patrol boat, which we will want to build another one. That's true. All right, so you're still moving. Tell you what, let's move you that way. Oh, there you go. And let's move you this way. How come you're only moving one tile? Is the ocean slower to move through? Hmm. Oh, there's an ad break that I didn't catch the notification of. Womp womp. Resource pod. Hey, free research. Very nice. May move one more tile this turn. Okay, yeah, you already moved the one. Sure, fine. Okay. Resource pod. Nice. Oh, there we go. So still need a couple more people to land. Oh, quest updated. Which quest? Deus Ex Chemia. Mine meteorite crater. Okay. So I'm not going to build an improvement here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to purchase this eggs. And improve that. So let's build a bed. Marvel discovered. Cacophony of noise and blinding light halts daily life across the globe. An enormous meteor has exploded in our planet's atmosphere. Citizens of every colony watch and wonder as the remaining pieces fall to its surface. Although a shockwave was felt across the globe, reports of damage in the colonies have been mercifully light. Scientists are now measuring trace amounts of nitrogen in the alien atmosphere, suggesting the meteorite may have brought an abundance of this chemical to the planet. However, responders from the nearest colony are recording high levels of radiation near the largest impact site, preventing further study. While this massive crater may be too dangerous to approach, our planet is now marked by dozens of smaller collisions. Nitrogen is a relatively foreign element on the planet, and our chemists are eager to measure its effects. We should explore these smaller impact sites as soon as possible. Mine meteorite craters. Okay, well, isn't that close to where we are, but sure. All right, I think I can put you guys on auto explore. Yeah, I don't think we're going supremacy because we still haven't found Firaxite, although, I don't know, for all I know, it's not as common in the seas. No idea. Found a portable reactor, resource pod, give us some energy, cool. Oh, and another pristine artifact, which I think these are, like, worth, like, more resources. Again, I'm going to wait for 3 now so we can get the permanent unlock kind of stuff. We got a Fleur over here. More Xenomass, okay. Oh, you got the day off. Nice.
I may be able to assist you.
Oh. Yep, thank you. Okay, so you're established. Your operation, I guess we should establish a network first. Gather additional information about the city. This higher the agent's rank, the more this. Once established, the remains since the agent leaves us. Yeah, we should set this up. You know, maybe develop a little XP on this, and then maybe we'll steal some energy credits after, because we need some levels before we can start stealing tech. But okay, so we finished the Old Earth relic, and actually we're going to get a pop-up for this. A relic has provoked an ideological split among our citizens. Some believe the Old Earth relic is instrumental as a source of solace for the grief people feel over their lost world. They want it left in a reverent peace as a shrine. Others think it represents a valuable repository of traditional wisdom that must be studied and displayed publicly if humanity is to embrace their new home. So either we can leave it untouched, all relics are free maintenance, or we can have +1 culture from relics. I don't know what the maintenance is on the relic. It's 1 per turn. So option 1 is 1 extra energy. Option 2 is 1 extra culture. The culture feels much stronger to me. Like, I feel like this isn't even a real question. We're going to take the +1 culture, and we're now making 7 culture per turn. There you go. Relics will need public resources accessible like any library for citizens to examine their contents. Early reports indicate they're already spurring new insights into our way of life. Yeah, I think that was a pretty easy decision. I guess let's pop a patrol boat because we can use a little bit of extra intel, or there's a quest that'll happen from it. We use vision. We could theoretically, I did not say that word correctly. We don't need it to defend our things from aliens at this juncture, but sure. A resource pod discovered, so presumably one of us will pop that. Okay. And yeah, we've got the Eggy Wegs all set up, and you in fact are working that tile right now, which I agree. I think that culture is worth more than that energy. I may as well plop some improvements over here. They're really not going to be high priority tiles, but we don't have any other high priority tiles to do right now, so that's okay. Because right now we've already got a 4th improved one. So we can just do that. I don't have to worry about buying anything. Chemistry in 11 turns. Yeah, we'll probably buy the petroleum tile and then improve it at that time.
You have several artifacts in your library.
Yes, I know, but I'm waiting for 3, buddy. Okay, another virtue. I'm going to swing over here. I don't really need the other worker right this second, but it still certainly seems good. And then, yeah, we'll lead it to Pathfinders, which I think is going to be highly valuable. There we go. We might move the city next time. No, I didn't actually take the tech yet to move into the ocean tile, right? That's going to be, I think, what I do after chemistry. And in terms of improvements over here, I still feel like farms are the better way to go. How much cash do I have? Okay. Yeah, I think colonists might be next. Oh, hello, culture boost. Energy production getting a little low. That's true. With little known about their organization, the private militia has been difficult to locate. For the meantime, used to thinking in the meantime, but I guess for the meantime works fine. They seem to have dispersed in the presence of government forces. In related news, the scientist they kidnapped was allegedly on the verge of a medical breakthrough. Authorities have devoted what resource they can to regain lost progress. Build a dome improvement. Okay, well, we'll see what we can do. We don't actually have the tech yet. Okay, let's go for a colonist now. Especially with all these workers, we need something to do. But yeah, the patrol boat advanced that quest. Cool, groovy. There's a little bit of fog of war there. Let's go and reveal this. We're going to figure out where we're going to plop our cities.
Während wir gemeinsam voranschreiten, werden die, die unsere Vision teilen, einen hartnäckigen Verbündeten finden.
Hi! On behalf of Integer, I greet you and wish your colony luck. And if we can learn to work together, neither of us will need it. All right, thanks. Nice to meet you, Lena Ebner. Okay. Come over here, reveal some stuff maybe. Resource pod discovered. Establish network, agent undetected. All right. So let's choose a new operation. So yeah, I need higher city intrigue to be able to start seeing science. I don't know how the intrigue goes up. Is it just by having my spy here over time? But we'll try to do the siphon energy. 65% chance of success, 36% chance of agent survival. It's only 29 energy. I don't love these odds for the rewards, but I think if your agent dies, I think they get re-recruited after a certain amount of time, right? I've already established network. That's already done. Move agent for another network. When you leave the city, the network goes. Although I suppose what we could do is do that in the hope to get more XP. So if we just went to Weltgeist and establish a network there, maybe that would give us enough XP to go up to the next level. Plus, it might be a little easier for us to assault it for whatever reason. So let's just do this and hope this is a good way to grind some XP for our agent. I don't know if that's true, but let's pretend. Yes, I know we can move our cities. You know what? Auto Explorer? I don't know. We might do a little more manual. I don't know. Go to Auto Explorer. That's fine. For all I know, you guys can pop resource pods too. I'm not sure. Can improve espionage, personal traits, or diplomatic agreements. Okay. So we are going to be trying to save up some of this to, to try to do some development and some extra traits. We might want to settle on the land here. Resource pod, some research. Research always good. Oh, we got 3 pristine artifacts. Okay, well, let's do this. So by eating these artifacts, we're going to get some amount of raw science, production, culture. But by completing a set of 3, it's also going to lock something. So this is going to lock drone command. Work 2 more tiles than the city has citizens. Is this a wonder? Sometimes they're wonders, sometimes they're passive effects. But sure, I mean, there's no reason not to. And yeah, huge amount of production. Not much science we're getting from this. Huge amount of culture, though, is kind of nice. Done. Massive Control Center acts as brains behind large swarm of autonomous manufacturing robots. Through a combination of expert training and specialized software, the Drone Command Center allows a small team of workers to control an army of machines in the field. Very cool. And we did finish chemistry with a little bit of the tech boost over there. So again, we already revealed petroleum, but we can now work it. And the recycler, the laboratory, is kind of cool. Whether we build a sub, I don't know. But we've got that. We can choose our next research. So I'm going to go down to planetary survey now so that we can move our city into ocean tiles, which is our plan for moving over here because we're getting a little bit full, although I can always buy a few more tiles over here. I think I am going to go ahead and get the Pathfinder. There we go. So now all of our scoots, all of our explorers, unless they have to go and recharge one time for it, which would be a little annoying.
Your explorer has noticed something strange nearby. It could be a ruin, some sort of wreckage, or...
Yeah, shush. That's interesting. All of our workers have 4 expedition modules. including one who already completed an expedition. I did put them on auto. I wonder if they came to our city and then did that, or if unlocking this sort of reset everyone back to full. In which case, I guess I should have had everyone do one exploration, then do that. Yeah, it must have just recharged all of them, which is weird. But okay. Cool. Anyway, now we can do 12 expeditions now, which is quite a lot. We may end up building another explorer at some point. Well, if they can be recharged by going to a city, then yeah, we're good forever, which is lovely. Let's go and purchase this tile. Indeed. And move you down to here, please. So it just increased by 3, which is what I thought. Well, I would have thought 2 explorers would be at 4 and 1 would be at 3, but they're all at 4.
We need to stop training military units until we improve our income.
Okay, found an outpost mission, yep. Military units, current unit supply. Oh, I don't know where to check the unit supply. So we're paying extra maintenance for that, huh? Base supply, city's population, total supply 8 in use. Oh, this is including our explorers and our workers are eating our supply. Oh, that's rude. Okay. And the colonists, but at least the colonist is going to go pretty soon. So yeah, I don't want to move yet. There's our drone command. So I could build it now. It works 2 extra tiles. I don't know that we have to rush it. I kind of want the trade depot. I think getting the trade going and then getting an internal trade route is going to be really nice. So I don't know if there's a direction I should be prioritizing. I mean, over in this way, you know, we could get both Xenomass and Floatstone regardless. Here, there's more of it. There's a lot of titanium, which I think is quite valuable, especially early on. I am wondering about going sort of straight north. There's some Faraxite finally as well. Should we even just go settle on land for this one? Here. Like, let's say, for example, let's say we settled here. It's going to get access to some titanium and geothermal pretty quickly. Eventually it'll expand with culture. I don't know if that's the ideal spot right now. Biomass does generate a ton of food. You're right. It is actually great for early expansion. We could settle... We have to remember that this city will be moving. We could settle here and then slowly go east. Or settle here and then slowly go west. Kind of want the like the dot mapping tools from like Civ 4 and things like that. Say these reach 3. Optimal placement, I don't know. Even here, this city's gonna move this way, but I could plop one down here and then move away. Actually, what if I plopped right here? Or here. Because I could plop here and then move to here, although this city's going to move up. Maybe that is a little too close. Maybe right here. And then I can move one to the right. And then maybe I don't move and I just buy the tiles down here, or maybe we move some more, I don't know. But if I start here and then end up here, this will be in reach, all this will be in reach. This one won't be in reach, but I can plop another city down there later. And we can immediately work this Xenomass from the start. I think I like this. You vote east near oil? Oh, down here. Well, yeah, so we'll get the oil, not instantly, but I think this is the way to go. You know what? I think this is good enough. I'm sorry. I think I was moving a worker there. Not my colonist. Although I might want to move a worker this way anyway. Okay, you are going to hook up this oil. It's going to generate some unhealthiness and cost a lot of money to maintain, but as long as we're working this tile, it'll make tons of money for us. So I think that's going to be okay. We're being Xeno-friendly for now. I don't think you need the tech to settle the ocean, do you?
I have something that needs your attention.
Franco-Iberia vous accueille chaleureusement.
Hello, Elodie. Comment ça va? Search pod. We got another artifact. Senor Caffeine. Okay. Yep. Trade routes. Yep. Uh-huh. Okay, we've repositioned you, so go ahead and establish this network. Yeah, we'll see if we can get you leveled up. I don't have the tech to move into the ocean yet. Like, I can try to move the city, but yeah. So I could move to here, but I want to move there, so we're not going to do that quite yet. I am wondering about just popping out one more colonist right this second. I'm going to do this. Oh, new aquatic outposts must be established on coast tiles. So we can't settle in ocean. We can move to ocean. Okay, hold on. I can settle here and then move up and then across. Okay. Let's do that. Oh, I need Xenomass Well to improve this. Actually, I don't even know how much we'll use this worker. I think we can work this raw. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's find out. Yeah, it's pointing out that we could set up some deals. What's this exclamation mark? Oh yeah, we're over our maintenance limit, but again, we're going to consume one shortly. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I should let my city grow one tick first. It's just on the cusp of growing. I think there is an option to enable production queue. Let's put in a clinic, move the clinic up. There you go. So now in 2 turns our city will grow, and then we'll go back to working on the colonist. Oh, actually, hold on. Trade convoy. Put the production to that first. There you go. Couple of ticks into there, then go to the colonist, and we'll finish the trade convoy. Yeah, okay. Yet another virtue. So we might want to go and finish maybe the first synergy level in prosperity to trigger the growth. Or if we put more into knowledge, we could trigger the first synergy bonus over here, which gives a free virtue, which seems pretty strong. I could go and pick up homesteading into colony initiative. Because, you know, then we get the free colonist, which is kind of nice. We are going to want to go down knowledge, but maybe this is the way to do it. Homesteading, colony initiative. Picking these 2 will be enough to finish the tier 1, which we could keep pushing down further for other stuff. Yeah, I think free colonies is pretty good, right? Homesteading, I'm not sure is critical, although, as we'll see, having our colonies, our colonies grow a little faster is kind of nice. Consider new traits, yeah. We don't actually have enough for a colony personality trait yet. It's going to cost 150 there, game. You're a little early on your message.
Sputnik, Slawiańska Federacja pozdrawiaje Tybia.
What's up, bro? All right, we've met the Slavic Federation. Ooh, hello, energy. Hello, artifact. Another pristine one. Planes of dimensional influence. Large sheets of glass which form a window into other worlds. Peering through reveals a hazy image across 4th-dimensional space into another 3-dimensional reality. Most scientists are lost for an explanation. We'd love to speculate how these planes were used by their alien creators. We got an alien artifact here. Neat. Okay. And a quest decision. So these are the equivalent of city-states in this game, which don't start off on the map. They appear, and you get to choose. So we get to choose between Lalibela, which, if we establish trade route to them, gives us 4 culture, or Jinsoku, which provides 2 science and 2 production. Those are both pretty decent choices. The culture and unlocking more virtues is clearly incredibly good. Base production and science also really strong. Chat is divided between the science and the culture side of it. I don't think there's a wrong answer here at all. I think they're both fine. Chat is still divided. Shinsoku because of its name. The thing is, like, culture leads to science, and then science also leads to unlock that leads to other things, and it all kind of goes together, you know? Yeah, that's sort of what I was thinking, Stealth. 2 production, declining value. 2 production early on is really good, but how much of a value that has becomes a little bit more questionable. I think I'm going to go with Lalibela for the culture, but I think both are fine. Okay. They're established over here, which may or may not be in an area that annoys us. It's fine-ish. Hello, Mr. Worker. So yeah, the plan is, I think, to settle right here. I like it. So we'll found an outpost. We'll unpack, create an outpost current location. Over time, the outpost will become a full city by acquiring all tiles next to it. Oh, and we get another patrol boat. So we're still over our unit limit, which sure. So yeah, so it's going to start off, it's claimed this tile. I think it will over time claim all these tiles and then it'll officially become a proper city. We do have the bonus for it to grow 30% faster, which may or may not be helpful. And yeah, I cannot build the Xenomass well. I could temporarily build a farm on this, which I think we get a warning if it removes a resource. I don't know that it matters. I don't think this tile gets worked currently. But it might still be worth preemptively building some improvements. So, yeah, let me do a safety save, just in case. It doesn't say anything about it. I think we can have a farm here and then replace it with a well later. And patrol boat. You know what? Why don't you come over here and see what we can see? Oh, this explorer. Yeah, they're checking out this crashed satellite. I am wondering, with our own explorers, oh, that's annoying. I can't actually cancel your exploration here. So I select, I do this, I do this, I do this. Ugh, that's awkward as heck. Cancel. Well, this one's only got 3. Maybe they have been digging up the sites. That's probably what I'm getting the artifacts from. Okay, but I want to take a little look at them and maybe choose it. Oh, yes, I have to rename the city. Oh, no, I can't right now. Not until it's an actual city. Okay. Relationship with Hutama is in jeopardy. Sup? Why are you so pissed? No agreement. Your trait. Own bond. Trade routes, yeah. Respect and fear. Neither one of that's very high. Oh, communications. New outposts would have been... Colonists would have been better lost than miasma that found in that city. Are you pissed because I settled close to you? Okay, I mean, I kind of get it. Oh yeah, I can cycle these units. Thank you. Yeah, there we go. That would have been fine. Or what I kind of miss is in Civ 4 where you could control click and alt click on these commands to like bulk command, like cancel things for all units of the type or all units period. Okay, let's focus on digging up these sites explicitly. Okay, this patrol boat can go on auto explorer. That's fine. Let me hide the resource icons. Come over here. Someone's digging that up. Yep. Come over here. Also wonder what happens when you click the name. What, like the city name? Like here? Nothing. Click, 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 click. Nothing. Okay, so you're done here. If I try to do this... Okay, our odds are better. Oh, you are now an agent, so you did level up. Well, I thought... Oh yeah, you need the intrigue. But you definitely leveled up. You know what? We're going to try this one. It's going to take forever, but we're going to give it a go. What happens if you click on the unit name? Nothing seems to happen. Just centers your view on it. Okay, planetary survey is about to finish. Oh, I forgot to change my goddamn production over here. Well, you know what? Finish the trader out. It's going to be fine, actually.
And establishing the exact dollar value of the property should be a priority.
Did you rename the second city? We were just talking about it. It's not possible yet. All right, so yeah, now we can move the city. We could also build the thermohaline rudder first. I don't know if we'll do that first or not. We'll see. Now, do we want to get biochemistry? Because then we could build a petrochemical plant to get bonus production and energy. Maybe. It's not the cheapest to research. It might just be better to pick up one of these leafs or another branch tech over here. Because we've unlocked oil rigs. That is something we can do. We did that earlier. Which one of these? If I search for... Is it called biomass? No, what is this called? Xenomass. If I search for xenomass... Oh, I thought this would highlight everything that has a reference to xenomass in it. Although I guess nothing else we need to work at first. I mean, yeah, we could search for the bio well, like, that's true. Well, again, there it is. Construct bio well. It's Bionics. It's quite far away. Improved by Xenomass well. Alien nest. Xenomass well. So we need alien sciences. If we want to get there. Which is over here. Maybe we'll move in this direction. Okay, let's pick up ecology. I don't think we need the ultrasonic fence, but if we build one, then we know that our trade routes won't be hit by aliens, although it probably won't happen if we keep being nice to them. Maybe I'll go this way, through the genetics. Okay. Quest decision. With the depot, oh yes, our trade depot. We'll be able to amass an adequate supply of resource. Question is, what do we do with our abundance of goods? Do we send it to our factories or allow merchants freedom to trade with it? We could use more money, actually. I kind of weight 2 money to be about equivalent to 1 production. I mean, we build everything faster, which is beautiful. On the other hand, you know, money's getting a little tight and it might be a nice little bonus early, but maybe with more production, we can just build more things that advance us forward, although those things will also cost us money. I think this is I think either option is fine. Hank will go money right now. Yeah, finish the trade convoy is fine. Yeah, we won't spend anything currently. We're not trading yet. We're about to build our first trading vehicle. Although we might send it to an outpost. Is there any chance you guys are moving around so I might be able to get onto that tile? The answer is yes. Oh, we got a pod somewhere. Mysterious encrypted transmission was received from an unknown origin. After some considerable effort, it has been decoded. The clear text reads, "The Culper cell requires infrastructure for covert operations. Should you choose to accept, you'll be rewarded in time. Research computing." Well, I'm sure that's something that's going to happen at some point. Cancel you. We might use you to try to reserve some spots over here. All right, worker over here is done. Its current job. We don't want to improve that tile. I think I'm going to probably buy this, actually. Because you will be working this. You could work this. Let's come over here, and we will build the bed on the shells. There you go. Okay, trade convoy can establish a trade route. So I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to run a trade route to our new outpost over here so it'll grow faster. And then we'll be able to send it somewhere. I'll cancel the auto renew, although I think it'll auto cancel here unless it turns into a domestic one. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. And yeah, managing these used to be annoying, but the auto renew is really good. So you went and stood in that tile again, which is more than a little frustrating. But you do move around, so do that. Let me go and stick you here just to make sure nothing moves on this for a second. And then just wait a turn. This short videos and voiceovers from faction leaders and AC. Yeah, they have some of that here, but it's not, you know, it's not the same. It's not the same. Could build a crap ton of generators. I don't know. I feel like you build farms so your cities can grow because I don't know. All right. Diggy diggy hole. Come over here, please. Is Rising Tide DLC worthwhile? Yeah, I think most people agree that Rising Tide DLC really makes the game. It and does make it much, much, much better. All right. Diggy diggy hole. Oh yeah, if people refer to AC, it's Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri. A game that is quite old, but quite special. If you are going to get it, you probably want to get it from GOG, like goodoldgames.com, because it's most likely, I think, has the best sort of like compatibility patches and things built in. All right, so yeah, you've got the shell over here. I mean, I guess I can just send some more things over here and help get you established. Plunk and plunk. And then the patrol boat, I can probably just put you back on Auto Explore, or I can sit you on another thing we might want to just reserve. Pop these alien nests, but it will upset them. We can go and sit on this thing. Maybe. I don't know if there's a place to compare military strength with other people. Good best thing about GOG, old games come with DOSBox launchers. Yeah, they are really good. Jimbumba, an AI city. Near the expedition. What are you saying? AI city near that expedition's precarious position. Oh, because of all the alien hydrocorals. Yeah, but they're fine, actually. They'll want to clear it if they want to work those tiles. Or, I know some of the things, like, is it the nests? Like, if we settle next to a nest and it comes within our borders, is that how we can integrate them? I feel like that's a thing. Yeah, these guys are getting crankier.
You have several artifacts in your library.
Yes. I know. I'm waiting for a third one, game. We can turn off the advisor, but it seems like a pretty good idea at this point.
Geht es dir gut?
You know, we could discuss one of these.
Was schlägst du vor?
It's interesting. I could run this and get +3 diplomatic capital, which is what I'm paying for here at break even. Although if we improve the relationship, it would get stronger. I think what I'm going to do is I've got enough. I'm going to get myself another trait. I could level up my base trait to get more science. I suppose maybe even setting up a network is enough to give me a little bit of science. But I was thinking about adding another personality trait in one of these other categories. Humanitarian gets us more food. And yeah, unlocks these other agreements that people could do with us. Just flat out more global health is actually kind of nice. It can be a little bit difficult and annoying to get the health over here. So that might be worthwhile. I mean, just flat out culture, production, science, energy. Yield from internal trade routes. Although I might want to keep some things flexible. These are all pretty fantastic. Yeah, I mean, again, and they unlock more international agreements as well. And I am less inclined by the food. You need culture to build the water, Petra. Like we're making more culture than we are science, so maybe we want to look at ways to boost that. But see, our health is starting to dip down, and going negative is really annoying. I think the way to go, I think the health boost is actually going to pay us decent dividends. Oops. I want domestic. I'm going to go with developer over here. We're going to do this. Confirm. Okay. This is almost a city. Remember to rename it once it goes. Expedition complete. Oh, +1 pop. Oh, that's nice.
This may be helpful.
And another artifact. So let's feed them all into the artifact grinding machine. We'll get some production, some culture, and Tesseract targeting. Cities can bombard through terrain obstacles. All right, that's cool. I think that what you get is based on these 3 over here. I don't think position matters. Like if I do this, but if we wait until we got another artifact, we might be able to do different combos and maybe unlock something else. Like, I don't know if Tesseract targeting is critically important, right? If we got another one, we might be able to generate something different. So that's not kind of what I'm thinking of, because I don't think I care about the Tesseract targeting.
You go to war with the soldiers you have. Make sure those are the soldiers you want.
Okie dokie. All right. This city has finally spawned, so we can rename it. And it's going to be renamed to Starfire SG-1. Oops. That is such a tiny little click box. Starfire SG-1. Hello, hello. I kind of feel like I'm going to want a trade depot immediately. I can actually buy an Earth Relic, which is interesting. But it might be better to build the trade depot and then buy the trade unit here. The drone command could also be nice here. That's true. To work more tiles right away. Although there's not many tiles to work. We will want it at some point, but I don't know. Production money. No, I think we really want this. The trade units do so much for us. So we could beeline towards alien sciences, but it is pretty costly. But it does get us that xenomass well. We just YOLO there. I don't know if it gets cheaper if we research both prerequisites. This also lets us work geothermal wells, which we have some relatively nearby. Biochemistry for production in water, because of the petrochemical. Oh yeah, water refinery with a +1 production from water tiles. Okay. It is fairly expensive, but it's clearly a pretty good one for us because we're going very aquatic cities on this run. So that's cool. Okay, so that's done. And part of me is like, let's prioritize these dig sites. Although, will we die digging in the miasma there? That might be we need to save that for later. All right, another colonist. Yeah, I think I'm kind of in favor of this and then moving up. Because Fletcher Reed's going to move up here. We could drop here and then move upwards and eventually pick up this titanium. You might complain again, but honestly, I think there's going to be some war with Australasia here regardless. So I think we're going to do that. All right, this trade convoy finished its route. We could run it internally and give a bunch of production to Starfire SG-1. We could also run it to Lalabella and get a crap ton of culture. I mean, we're making 9 culture per turn. This will give us 6 extra culture per turn. That is huge, and it'll level up. That's the level 1 version. It'll level up and get stronger and stronger. I think Lalabella is the way to go. I don't have the repeat on, which I think is fine right now. We're definitely going to want to have the repeats later. But yeah. I mean, the production in Starfire also excellent. But yeah, like so much more culture all of a sudden. That's going to be huge. Okay, clinic is done. We might move the city then. Oh, Halo culture. And we got a plasma turbine engine. Okay, so let's say we threw these in. Ah, now we get Old Voices Archive. Plus 10% yields when at war. Alright, that's the only combo that was there before. Xenoanthropology. Artifacts are discovered 20% more often? I wonder if there's enough time for this to really benefit us. Screw it, let's do it. Done. All right. And of course we get all just the flat bonuses as well from having just completed something. Okay. Free colonist. No matter what we take at level 1 over here, we're getting another virtue. Free colonist sounds pretty good. Then we get another virtue. I am thinking of maybe picking up some stuff. Oh, this also gets us this synergy bonus. 10% growth in all cities, which is nice. Now, we might end up picking a bunch more stuff in prosperity, but I am wondering about booping down the knowledge track. As industry goes, production towards building, +1 energy from every basic resource, +5 energy in the capital, production towards wonders, production towards buildings when you already have them in the capital. That's actually pretty amazing. Standardized architecture. This is central planning is better in the short term, but I think long term commoditization might be better. So we can go labor logistics into commoditization into standardized architecture. And then we could continue, we can get interest on our money. Some health over here, which is nice. Then military, more XP from combat, strength against aliens. I don't think that's our vibe. Conquering enemy outposts, automatically found an outpost your own in its place. Because I think when you conquer a city, you get the city, but when you conquer an outpost, it gets blown up by default. Energy from land-based trade routes to foreign cities. And sea-based, yeah. But this is all foreign cities, not the domestic, although that might be fine later on. I mean, everything is really good. I think we're going to probably spam a lot of cities, so I kind of want the reduced science and culture penalty from number of cities. So, and reduce culture for new virtues, we're going to do that. So we're going to pick up laboratory apprenticeship. We might also pick up social mores, in which case maybe I want to pick that up first. But this does let us go down here immediately. Actually, cohesive values seems pretty good. Because the cost for each virtue keeps going up, so if we can get a discount on that, that's going to be okay. Okay, I think it's time to move this city. It's only going to take us 3 turns. We're going to move it over here. There we are. Which will give us access to these tiles here, which is going to be nice and nifty. Although, 1, 2... Where am I moving with this one? Moving here. Yeah, so it'll still be far enough away, because I think you have to be at least 3 tiles away, which this will be. And then you... We could go and do a land city. I'm not going to do this land city, but we might drop one quite far here. That is really far. If you're moving away... I could drop the city here and then scooch up this way. Well, that's an ocean tile. I still can't settle that, but I could land here and then scooch up. Which I don't hate. From the other side, if we start up here, we'll get... I mean, we want to get the Xenomass. We could start up here, then scooch downwards. Maybe we do that. Get the early food. Now, behind this... There's this dig site, but I still want to do it in Miasma. This is a different one. We've got someone... I thought we had someone heading over here, but maybe not. I think I sent someone over here. Oh, I can't reach this. Okay. Oh, maybe that's something we can do later. That's sitting in Miasma, which again, I think might kill us early on. Seems better settled outer edges than fill inwards, but the problem is then you're moving your cities inwards, which ultimately we want the cities to be spread apart.
Adjacent to their new location.
So I'm thinking we settle close and then move outwards with the cities. That's been my thinking. All right, patrol boat is just going to sit here for now. You know what? I'm just going to spacebar you. Ah, we discovered a new station, which we could trade with for culture and science. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to do this, and then, yeah, I'm going to move away from the capital afterwards. Someone said you can get Miasma artifacts if you pause the expedition between. Oh. Okay. Although, if we do get some harmony levels, is it, like, just level 2 harmony we don't get? That's trade routes. It's here we get, yeah, okay. Yeah, we might have to do a little dancing and management. Let's go for the easy ones first. Oh, if you settle at the edge, you establish borders for it. Yeah, that's true. Right. So you're pissy that I'm gaining more territory. Yeah. We should probably build some military at some point. Hey, science. All right, so Fletcher Reed has moved. Oh, Treat Stream. What is? It's Parduk. Thanks, Parduk. Classic poutine. That's great. You know why that's great? Because my oven is broken. My oven's probably about 40 years old. And it has ceased functioning. Got to get a replacement, which means no baking right now. The stovetop, my stovetop's fine. It's the oven itself. So, you know what? I really appreciate that. Your message from Parduk says, LOL, just found out all my time working as an undergrad counted towards Texas longevity pay. So I get an extra $100 a month. Paying it forwards. Texas longevity pay? I don't know what that is, but I love that your Texas longevity pay is getting me the most Canadian of all dishes. It's much appreciated. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, rip oven. I know. I mean, it was so bad. It was so bad at keeping consistent heat and all these things, and it was definitely time. But you know, you don't want to spend money for nothing. But yeah, it is ripped. So again, I'm a little bit worried about Jimbo over here. Maybe we should just mass up an attack and go and deal with them immediately. On the other hand, I can build more of these buildings. Still got that great drone command. Still got a bunch of other great buildings. Recycler for flat out production, plus helps our internal trade, which is really nice. Health is okay, although we're about to get more cities and stuff, so it's going to get a little worse. I'm just wondering about Recycler first, because everything else will get built faster. Regardless of whether I'm going military or more other buildings, I think I like it. Okay, we did build our clinic, so we get a decision here. Colonists have expressed approval of your leadership. A small group wishes to establish a volunteer program to benefit the city and our future outposts. Some suggest we create a civil defense force with branches in each clinic, while others suggest allowing volunteers to staff the clinics themselves. We can create a defense force, so each of our cities with a clinic would get more hit points, or create a clinic volunteer program plus 1 health from clinics. We're going to go with that one for sure. Boop, boop, boop. That's going to go a long way to helping our health issues that will develop, despite the fact that we've picked a few things to boost our health so far. Okay, and we're going to settle here. At least this won't piss off Bozo again, Jimbo. Again, I can't rename this until it becomes a proper city. Same thing over here. Best oven I have is a pellet barbecue grill. Holds temp to 5 degrees. Cook all my cheesecakes in it. Really? Oh my. That's quite interesting. Why do we have a health stat in a game? I play games to avoid thinking about my health. Says Banana Cabana. Amazing. Oh, wow. All right, let's finish all this. I really can build a farm on every single tile, huh? I mean, yeah. Oh, hang on. I think this is the direction we want to move the city in.
Your explorer has noticed something.
I know! We might have to turn off these hints, but I still want them on for now because it might be telling us some stuff that I don't know about. Maybe there's another button I can hit to say, you don't have to tell me this again, because I know this. Yeah, come here. Prove that.
Chodź poznajomimy się.
It's hard to keep so many covert agents a secret. My covert agent count you're unhappy about. Dude, it's like literally my faction bonus. Like, would you do one of these? All active, oh, well, we don't have orbitals. International trade routes, less intriguing capital. No, I'm not really interested in that.
Geht es dir gut?
It'd be nice to set something up. That just breaks even, but maybe it develops a good relationship. Like, if we set one of those up, maybe, okay, you're just going to hate me. It's going to be fine.
Bonjour, mon ami.
Bonjour. Production costs for city buildings that produce culture reduced by 15%. I'm just wondering about this, because barring the upfront costs, it's going to be
Was
break
schlägst du
even.
vor?
Let's see if she's interested. Yes, okay. I mean, you just gain 3, and I break even. So this should make you pretty happy.
Was genau schlägst du also vor?
And then at some point, if we can change your relationship to cooperative. Oh, we have enough respect. There we go, which actually increases the deal. Because now we're getting 6. So now we're coming out ahead. So both of us are netting, as far as I understand, 3 diplomatic capital. She's getting 3 from me. I'm generating 6 from the deal, minus the 3. So there we go, win-win. Diggy diggy hole. What this site? How do I dig this? Hang on. Quests. This. It says mine it. I don't know how you mine it. With an explorer? Maybe a worker? Do I have to have a city there? Or is it just send a unit and have it do a thing? An explorer? Okay. Well, then maybe that's what we'll use this explorer for afterwards. Yeah, on this one. Some of them will definitely send a ship, a military unit, like that icon. Some of those things do just take a military unit. All right, that's done. So let's swing over here. Well, we don't have the improvements for this, but again, may as well build a basic mine or a basic farm on these or something. Okay, you're still going to be there. And then if we decide that we really enjoy playing this a bunch, you know, we get good views and I enjoy it, then we might also look into the mods that make the game better. I know there were some very important mods for vanilla. I think a bunch of them were less necessary with Rising Tide.
If the personality traits you...
Yes. I've already gotten a new personality trait. Expedition. Oh, gaining a free level up in an affinity. And we got an atomic tesslator. Cool. Okay. Free affinity level. Honestly, I'm digging Harmony. I think we go that way. I think this is the sort of thing that's more valuable the more levels you already get because it's harder to level up. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't make a difference, but I'm going to take the Harmony level.
I wonder what life was like on Earth when the whole atmosphere was breathable.
It's not easy being green. Although, maybe this time it will be. So, alright, choose production. Suggesting more workers, which maybe... Still wondering about more military units. Also, maybe just getting some tech. I think we need to boost our tech rate. Do I just drone command at this point? Honestly, we have enough tiles. Hold on. Let's get this drone command done. Work 2 extra tiles. Occupational hazard quest decision. It's clear that the indigenous species of this planet may pose a threat to our growth. Though we cannot determine their intelligence, their hostility has been documented. Moving forward, we must decide how to deal with them. Do we attempt to domesticate the local wildlife or exterminate it? I think we're going to try to domesticate it. I think that's going to be our vibe. It also could go to supremacy, but I think we might lean into Harmony. I mean, I don't know if I'm exactly going to think of it as being space hippies so much as space geneticists. Space rangers. Yeah, get some space puppies. Maybe hybrid Harmony supremacy could be fun. But yeah, let's go domesticate one way or the other. Okay, should not be so quick to destroy that which we do not understand. Let us build alien preserves when we study them. Okay, build 2 alien preserve buildings. Alien preserve. It's like jam. Alien preserve. So we need alien life forms. Oh, it's just a building. It's not a tile improvement or anything. We just need a couple of cities with these buildings in there. Okay, cool. Now, we get our very first time these upgrades. I guess I could filter it to available. So, our soldier, since we have... I think this one is just have 1 affinity level, period. We do this unlock. Doesn't matter which one, I think, for this first thing. But this will upgrade the soldier to the marine tier. They'll get improved stats. If we back up... Oh no, okay, but I guess by default it's still the same. 2 move, 10 attack. If I click there, it says marine. It still says 2 move, 10 attack, but then we're choosing one of these perks. no matter what, there's going to need an extra 4 strength. So it'll go to 14 regardless. We can either have bonus attack, like bonus strength when attacking, or we can have extra healing when non-embarked. I think you actually can do some pretty sick combos by stacking ridiculous amount of healing, to be honest. I think this is actually a thing that is freakish. But y'all know me. You know, the pacifist. Attack! We can also upgrade our patrol boat to a cutter, which will give us +6 strength. Either a bonus versus naval melee units or a bonus versus naval ranged units and submarines. Let's say naval melee units. They're more likely to have more melee strength that we'll have to overcome, whereas ranged units they feel they're usually a little squishier if you're actually meleeing them. So we'll do that. Okay, done. And then so that's just like everyone gets that, right? If we look at Marine, no matter what, your soldiers become Marines, you get these first 2 choices. But then it does change. If we get our way up to 6 Harmony Affinity, we can change our Marines into Brawlers. Whereas if we went Supremacy, I think that's Supremacy over here, then we get Sentinels over here. Maybe never mind. This is Supremacy, and that's Purity over here. But anyway. So, Disciple. And then you get slightly different traits, slightly different ways of working, and then they just keep leveling up in weird and different ways, which is kind of cool. We'll explore over here. Okay, we're close. I might do a little micro over here and see if we can do it without dying. It looks like you're already damaged, but it's weird that it doesn't give me the heal button. I mean, I know I'm not in friendly territory. That's fine. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, you're waiting. Oh, look at this giant turtle. Alien Kraken. Never not be embarked because of the water shore. That's the thing. It's very likely that I'm always going to be embarked unless I'm maybe sitting in one of my cities. Or, we're taking over land stuff, but... Expedition. An alien Ripper's now under control. Really? And your expedition quickly armed itself, but proved unnecessary. Whatever reference it held for the dead skeleton now seems transferred to you. So we got ourselves our first pet, and we got a soap seed. Okay. Marvel is xenobiology to propel its offspring into new territory. Species encase them in soap-like bubbles. When they reach a certain size, bubbles detach from their parent. The lighter-than-air seeds are then carried by the wind to regions unknown. Cool. Okay. I have 3 artifacts, so let's throw them into the artifact shredder. A slumber slaughter extract. Plus 50% worker build speed? That seems pretty good. We'll take that one. Bam. Not even an artifact. That's just a wonder. It's just on forever. Really like that. Hello, Ripper. Sorry, he goes by Giles now. We'll call that one Giles. All right, we're going to move into some sort of defensive posture over here, because I suspect that's going to be something we're going to have to worry about at some point, possibly sooner rather than later. Banana, that reference? Great. Biochemistry.
Excuse me, I have important information for you.
No, shush. Aren't these quotes voiced?
Our engineer...
I wonder if it got stomped on by that. Some of these quotes are voiced. Biochemistry on this world is like a good contract. It looks straightforward, but there are some real devils in the details. But yeah, we want the water refinery in all of our cities. The Xenosiren orbital unit lets you pull aliens nearby. Presumably we could deploy this offensively, which is kind of interesting. Hello, Starfire. We got to get water refineries built everywhere, right? And another virtue, we're going to pick up cohesive values. That's going to make the following virtues just cheaper. Brings us 1 away to unlocking the first synergy bonus in knowledge. Seems like a good way to go. And then, you know what? I think it's time for alien sciences. And you know what? With that in mind, I'm not going to go and build the farm here right now. We'll go and get ready for the biomass stuff afterwards. Now over here, I can't build this right now. You know what? Let's just come over here then. That's going to be fine. And yes, we are sending Explorer over to this mining site now. This one over here. Yeah, we got some tech for missions as well, but I think this is going to be okay. All right, this cutter can now start doing some more sneaking around, see what it can see, and then you are going to dig out the site. Thank you very much. And you've completed this. Get you to move over there. Ooh. What do you want?
Wir verfolgen viele Ziele. Vielleicht kannst du sie noch weiter voranbringen.
Okay, so this is something they can set up a deal with me. So they will benefit, their branch technologies will be discounted slightly, but we'll get 8 diplomatic capital per turn. It seems fine. I'm going to build up a relationship. We need to make some friends somewhere. So I'm going to say this looks good to me. Goodbye. Now, one thing I don't know is how do I know how to boost respect, right? Reveres your leader. Traits determine which behavior leader values. So their traits are cooperative. Will like or dislike another colony based on how many internal city trade routes. So they like that I run internal trade routes. And then... Okay, this is just a discount. So their only trait they've got right now is that they like internal trade routes. Okay, we're going to see if we can do a few more of those. Actually, Starfire G1, yeah, you have a trade route available. Can I purchase trade convoy? Lovely. Let's do that. Abso-freaking-lutely. I'm having fun with this game. Okay, yeah, we take a little bit of damage. We might have to keep an eye on you and make sure you don't die. We want to go and send it to one of these outposts so that it finishes growing. This is definitely a no-brainer. Again, I don't think the auto-renew, even if it was on, would matter, but we'll do that. And yeah, we might want more internal trade routes, especially if she likes that. Oh, hello. 95 research? That's a lot of research. Whew. Gummy Gopher, thanks for the sub. Join the Discord. Turtle, could you move? Don't you have to, like, go and Deus Ex Machina the ending to Avatar: The Last Airbender or something? Are you serious?
Something that needs your attention.
I wonder if you'd like to move there. Maybe you don't want to move to Deep Ocean. Oh, we have an idle core. That actually is an important note. Presumably, oh, did we capture some money? We stole 124 energy. Undetected. That's good. You know what? I'm thinking we don't want to spy on our buddy. Let's move somewhere else. You know what? Let's move back over here because these guys we're clearly going to beef with for the entire game. So we're going to send you back over here. We're going to play Endless Space 2. Did I? I feel like I dabbled with it. I certainly dabbled with the first one. I'm not sure. All right, you know what? You can just go on Auto Explorer. That's going to be okay. I'm not sure this thing is moving. Oh, yeah, this is over here. I could bombard, but we're not gonna. What are we gonna build over here? Oh, you know what? Trade depots. I want max trade routes everywhere. We're currently unhealthy now. That's not great, but it's fine. We'll just eat that. Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice right at the moment. You are taking more damage. But yeah, so I just have to keep an eye on you so you don't die. Hello, Ripper. You are going to go into alert mode. This is a proper city. Yes, we can rename it. Thank you very much. Oh, Starfire SG1, I can mark you as completed. And, come on. This, I think, very appropriate if we continue to go down Harmony. Green Elite. And to be fair, to be clear, the reason that I'm going down Harmony is because we have access to lots of the resource that is most useful for Harmony. The other one could be the Supremacy, because we do have some floatstone nearby as well. Whereas the Fraxite, which is what we need, I think, for the Purity. Unless I'm getting that wrong. Hold on, no. I'm getting that wrong, aren't I? Supremacy wants Fraxite. Is Purity want floatstone? Yeah, we might end up going Harmony Purity, which doesn't make any sense, does it? Or maybe it makes exactly the right sense. Oh, I have enough to upgrade my health trait? Maybe. Let's check our cost. 165, yeah, because it does go up for everything. So let's do this. So it'll put us back positive in the health. And then 185, we'll try to bring it to the next one. Pure Harmony, you think? We may. Oh, lost tons of health there. Oh, because a new city has just been founded, which means I can come over here and rename you at the same time. So the next one is Ocelot of War. It's an excellent name. Ocelot of War. Boom. Mark is complete. Okay. Trade depot first. Geothermal. I think we need a tech to work that as well. Yeah, we'll just go and set up some early farms. Trade convoy here. So we don't have any colonies, or sorry, we don't have any outposts. And these international trade routes, like, do sick things with us. do. Probably not with these guys. Maybe do Lakaya. That is actually insane. And we get more energy and more science than them, which might be a sign that they're ahead of us. I don't know. I think we have to do that rather than do the internal right now. Yeah. Let's do that. Oh, the turtle moved. Excellent. Okay. Expedition complete. Oh. We were able to preliminary research into distant technology called terraforming. Oh, so we get some tech advance there. Okay, new trade potential. You've done that. You still have a couple of dig sites. There's meteorite crater. We could go and dig there if we need to do more than one. Oh, yeah, mine meteorite crater. Okay. Now I have to do 9 of them. At the site of a small meteorite crater, our field team has confirmed the discovery of pure nitrogen gas. Experimenting on samples from this site has led to a second major discovery. Exposure to this nitrogen can momentarily convert a planet's toxic atmosphere into a form of breathable air. With enough of this new chemical, we could greatly reduce the survival gear needed by colonists in the field. Workers could forego their heavy oxygen tanks and breathing masks. Instead, small tanks of nitrogen would be slowly emptied to create localized, breathable air around the wearers. We should collect as much nitrogen from these fresh impact sites as we possibly can. Okay. I guess we'll work on that. All right, well, you're still not dying, which is okay.
How may the corporation serve you?
Oh, we found Murica! Hey, how's it going? An expedition complete, giving us 60 culture. Isotype Decay 3, a pristine, once highly anticipated video game, hailed as the greatest creative work in the history of civilization. This game employed 1/10 of the Earth's population at the peak of its development. Upon its global release, the economies of Earth, the EISS, and Lunar Base 1 saw drastic downturns as productivity fell to an all-time low. Wow, okay. Oh my god, it's Half-Life 3. Oh my god. Okay, you finished digging that. That's great. Let's pop you down over here and give you some heals, my friend. So that is done. So this still exists, which is annoying because we still see the icon for it, even though we can't work it anymore. And we got to find 9 more of you. Oh, of course America's here. There's oil, isn't there? The icon turned white. Okay. You think it turns slightly different color? Oh yeah, it's bright white in the middle as opposed to dark in the middle. Okay, good. So there's a difference we can look for. Cool, groovy. Oh, our spy is idle. So if I want to steal energy from you, it's a fair number of energy credits at this point. Although I should still establish the network first because it seems like a good idea, and who knows, it might be enough to get you to level up. At some point we'll get a tech or something that'll give us a whole bunch of spies as well. We could leave some at home to reduce the difficulty and stuff. So that's going to be okay. All right, I think this is a good place for us to stop for today. All right, I gotta say, all you crazy people who have been playing Civilization Beyond Earth over on the subscriber Discord. By the way, if you're a subscriber on Twitch, make sure to join. Also should work for YouTube members and Patreon members as well. If you ever have any trouble joining, I mean, let me know here or email me, quillyteen@quillyteen.com, but it should be good. Anyway, there's a few crazy people that have been playing Beyond Earth and talking about it, and it's because of that we're playing it today, and honestly, yeah, pretty fun. Again, I think part of it is, I think the late game would often feel kind of samey because all 3 victory conditions, I think, mostly come out to the same of like, build a thingy, everyone declares war on you, you defend it, and then after a certain amount of time you win, right? But the tech trees are fun. We can do it in different ways. Civ is very linear, right? There's some variation, but it's still fairly linear progression. And this game definitely doesn't have that and does feel very different depending on what affinity you go through. And the fact that there's the hybrid stuff is really fun because it does reward you from a few things. Because really it was all about like, just do a hard beeline in one way. But yeah, I don't know. It's cool. Anyway, we're going to go to Kiss for Luck. On Saturday, we're going to be continuing the locomotive. Do be careful to note, I did mention it in the What Game over here. Saturday's stream is going to start at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. It's only been a 2-hour stream. It's going to start at the same time as our Monday and Wednesday streams normally start. It's only going to be 2 hours instead of 4 hours this week. And yeah, starts later and ends at the same time is what we're going to go with. Variety of different reasons why that's going to have to be the case this Saturday, but I'm still really looking forward to Locomotive. On Monday, we're playing more Wildermyth, which also was fun, and then this will be back next Wednesday. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you again soon. Oh, you don't have this much time to paint your minis. I'm sorry. Bye-bye. And I'll make sure to get a YouTube video of something live on the channel right now.